Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. If you can just let me know, everybody's there online because I'm going to be talking on some random topics today. If you have any important thing that you want to know related to astrology, you can. Yeah. So today I was just thinking of explaining, something which is very important. Very rarely people talk about it. So I'll talk about it first. Like just now, only when I went live, I thought of doing this. So mainly, I want to talk about Puranas. Actually, there are 18 Mahapuranas. I wanted to discuss that with you guys. So I hope you all are interested in this because Puranas are actually, there are 18 Mahapuranas in Hinduism, and these are the teachings basically, the collection of stories and legends and, some vast, we can say about our Hinduism. So number one being Vishnu Puran. It is this, it comprises of the story of Matsya Avatar and story of Dhruva. Yes, happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone. Happy Purnima. So that is why I thought I will just go live and do this session so that everybody can, thank you so much. So, Vishnu Puran is the first one where it is about the story of Matsya Avatar. Okay. Then the story of Dhruva. Dhruva, a young prince who performs, intense penance and, to seek the blessings of Lord Vishnu. And he is the pole star. He gets that place. Then we have next one being Bhagavad Puran. Now, Bhagavad Puran is something which is, very important teaching by Lord Krishna. What happened in Lord Krishna's childhood, how he lifted the Govardhan Parvat, and the story of Prahlad. Okay. So, yeah, so that is what, is the Bhagavad Puran. That is why it is Bhagavad Gita and all we talk about it. So it is Bhagavatam. So it is Bhagavad Puran where Lord Krishna's teachings and his life is actually defined, and his, like Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu, and all those stories are there. Then comes Brahma Puran. Brahma Puran is the story of Savitri and Satyavan. Okay, how she got him back from death. Then story of King Harishchandra also is in Brahma Puran. Okay, so that is also, how he lost his kingdom, and then he, he still, doesn't give up on his virtues. Then fourth one is Markandeya Puran. Markandeya Puran is about, if I'm not mistaken, it is about Durga and Mahishasur. So it is about Devi actually. So the story of Markandeya, who dies at a very young age and worships Lord Shiva, and then, he is, then he gets the eternal life. Then comes the Garud Puran. Garud Puran is the journey of the soul, and it is, at the time of death or maybe post-death, we read that, and that is something which, we have been hearing when my grandmother passed away. So we did that. And this describes, how the soul's journey, actually after death, and how, is the journey to the hells and heavens, and the process of rebirth. And, that is why it is very important to read Garud Puran also. That is why after the death, you read that. Especially, when my, grandmother passed away. So this was the most important part that I came to know in my life. Sixth one is the Padma Puran. Padma Puran is actually, is known for coverage of pilgrimages. The story of Lord Ram and the battle with Ravan. That is in Padma Puran. And the creation of universe. Okay. So this is the creation is by whom? By Lord Brahma. So that is something where it includes the concepts of yugas also, the ages, what kind of yugas, which will come, I think, in the other Purana also. Then comes the Skanda Puran. Skanda Puran is also one of the largest Puranas, wherein, it includes Kartikeya, how, Kartikeya was born, and how, he defeated Tarkasur, and, Parvati to defeat Tarkasur so that they can keep their offspring. And that is why then he is raised by the Kritikas. And then the story of sacred Ganga, how she was about to flood the whole earth, and then Lord Shiva took her on his, hair, and then he just, in the process, he could just hold the flow of river Ganges. Then Linga Puran. Linga Puran is dedicated to worship Lord Shiva, and the origin of the linga, that is the what do you call Shivlingam. So that is the strength, the pillar of strength, the pillar of light. How, there is no end to the beginning. It's like that. And then, it is like that the divine is infinite. That is what we see from the Linga Puran, and the story of creation of universe also we discuss in that. You should actually, why I'm discussing all this, so that, our Hindu culture is read properly and conveyed properly. People are just telling stories, but they are not conveying that there are 18 types of Puranas. So we must start from the beginning. How many Puranas, how many Vedas, how many, how many Puranas, and the other one, it just slipped off my mind. Puranas and okay, I'll tell you in a bit. So these are actually, the main important stories which people are picking up and modifying, and just, mixing it with the planets. That is something which is not right. So that is why I wanted to tell you that, yes, there are certain important aspects to it, but don't mince words, and don't mince these stories. Okay, they are very pious stories which are from our Hindu culture. Agni Puran, ninth one is the Agni Puran. That is why Mars is also number 9. So Agni Puran includes the rituals, ethics, laws, and how the story of Rama goes, and the battle, and the Ayodhya, how instructions on dharma is given, how the righteousness. So we see from there. Then comes the 10th one, that is Brahmanda Puran. Brahmanda Puran is about the cosmic egg, actually, the story of Manvantara also, like, see, it is about the creation. So there is no ending. That is what, the Shivlingam is also that. Lalita Sahasranam, that is also from Brahmanda Puran. So you should just go and, just recite that hymn, or, there are 1,000 names of the goddess Lalita. So we must go there and, listen to the Vishnu Sahasranam and Lalita Sahasranam also. Vishnu Sahasranam should be recited in the morning, and Lalita Sahasranam in the evening. If you are reciting Vishnu Sahasranam, it is incomplete. This is what I am trying to say. People are just reciting Vishnu Sahasranam left, right, and center, but they are not reciting Lalita Sahasranam. I do tell some of my clients not to recite Lalita Sahasranam, because it will, give the negative impact of it also. Sometimes it so happens, but we should recite both. We should recite. I will answer your question, Prabhat. And then is the Vayu Puran. The 11th one is the Vayu Puran, which is the one of the oldest Puranas, and named after Vayu, the wind god. And the story of King Bharata, that is the story when, he's actually, Bharat is named after this king Bharat, because he renounced his kingdom to meditate in the forest, because his brother was in the forest as well. So that is why India was named after Bharat, King Bharat. Okay. And then Vayu Puran also describes the 4 yugas. Four yugas, Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kali Yug. So these are also. So this is the Kali Yug. Somebody has just asked, the crime is increasing against women, the violence is increasing against women counterpart. I will explain through the planetary positions also, but you do remember that in Vayu Puran, it is very, very clearly mentioned that in Kali Yuga, there will be a lot of crime against women because in the Kali Yuga, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and Rahu are going to be the strongest rather than, Jupiter and Moon and Sun. They are not going to be given that kind of, if you have in your chart these planets working, because women counterparts are going to be coming out of their home, stepping out and working. And that is why the crimes will increase. Okay. It's not that, there's something wrong in that, but we must understand that, there is some problem or the other, that we experience when, the men are actually, on that, what do you call, they are just, anyways. So let's not discuss too much about it. It's Kali Yuga. So that is why it is happening. And do remember that whatever is happening in this world is all karmic. Somebody has harmed someone in the past life. That is why that person has to suffer. Undoubtedly, we can pray for that person. We can, of course, these are heinous crimes, but still, we have to just say that this soul just gets a path, which is smooth. Sometimes you must have seen, a dog is crushed by a vehicle. So that dog might have come in this life, in that form, to take revenge or take that, that kind of that envy, that krodha, on that person who crushed this dog, maybe, intentionally or unintentionally. You should always pray and just move on, because you cannot just stay there and, just hinder that person's karma. Never given to the crime, never given to the negative things, but this is Kali Yuga. Then 12th one is the Narad Puran. Narad Puran is very important because here, how to do the bhakti, how to do the devotion is actually instructed by Narada, Rishi Narad. He was Rishi Muni, So he was actually, the one who actually showed us the path of devotion to Vishnu. And then comes the story of King Prithu. King Prithu, who actually considered the first, who was actually the king, Chakravarti, he was the consecrated king. He's credited with leveling the earth's surface, allowing agriculture to flourish. So can you see how important is he? The Chakravarti. That is why. And then comes the 13th one, that is the Kurma Puran. And I will be taking up your questions. Please wait. Kurma Puran. Kurma Puran is named after the Kurma avatar of Lord Vishnu, the tortoise. Okay. Because he was the one who supported the Mount Mandara. He was the one at the time of churning. So this is the story of Kurma avatar in Kurma Puran. And then there is a dialogue between Shiva and Parvati, which includes the rituals and the mantras that are dedicated to Lord Vishnu. 14th is the Varaha Puran. Varaha Puran is the Varaha avatar of the boar, actually, of Lord Vishnu. Varaha. That is the story of Varaha, when demon Hiranyakasha, drags the earth to the bottom in the cosmic ocean, and then Vishnu incarnates as a boar, as a Varaha, and then lifts up the earth from that with his tusks, restoring the earth to the rightful place in the universe. So that is a beautiful story again. Then in this Varaha Puran also, the pilgrimage sites are also mentioned, the description that, where you should visit, what all are the sacred sites, and what is the significance. So it's again a very important, Varaha Puran is also very important, right? Then we come to the Matsya Puran. Matsya Puran is named after the Matsya, the fish avatara of Vishnu. Okay. And this contains story and rituals again. A story of the great flood. That is why he took the form of Matsya, to warn sage Manu, because there was huge, Matsya is the fish, it started to grow and grow and grow. Then he instructed him to build a large boat where all the, preservation could be done of life, sacred texts, etc., so that the flood doesn't take away the other things. Then the glories of Ganges, is also described in this Matsya Puran. See, River Ganges cleanses the sins and grants liberation. It's said that when the Ganges become gray or black, that is the time when it is the worst that we are going to be experiencing. That is the Kali Yuga, Ghor Kali Yuga. Okay. 16th is the Bhavishya Puran. Bhavishya Puran is about the future events. And that is the reason Bhavishya Puran is very, very important to be read. Just go through it. If you will read it, you will get to know about the Kali Yuga predictions, and you will not believe that all whatever is happening is in that. Everything is mentioned, that the women will be suffering and there will be drought and famine and floods and earthquakes, and people will become dark and ignorant, and their moral values will decline, dharma will decay. Everything is mentioned in that. It's not that I am telling everything. And then there is the story of Satya Harishchandra also, the one who was, unwavering commitment to truth. That is the story in Bhavishya Purana. To actually learn from him about the virtues of life, the honesty and integrity. That is what we can read in Bhavishya Purana. Then Samhita Purana, that is 17. Brahma Samhita, Vishnu Samhita, that is all included in this Samhita Purana. Okay. In Samhita, now these are the subparts of Samhita Puran. 2 Samhitas are there, not just 1, but 2. And then there is, the particularly the 5th chapter in Brahma Samhita is about the Vaishnavism tradition, which glorifies Lord Krishna as a deity, and Govindam and, Adi Purushottam, and all that is mentioned in that. In Vishnu Samhita, it is about the rituals and the prayers that we should perform in the temples, or the construction guidelines. That is, Vastu is also there. How you should construct the temple. Then comes the Harivamsha, 18, the last one. Now, this is about the Mahabharata. Okay. Mahabharata is in the story of Krishna's adventure. Then Yadavas, Yadavas are the lineage of, Krishna. Krishna was a Yadav Vanshi. So all the stories are there. The genealogy is there of Yadava, or the Krishna's family, how they are going to be and how they helped everybody. So Krishna's life particularly, and Mahabharata, the charioteer of Arjuna, the divine abode, that is something which is mentioned in this. All right. So this is what I wanted to share. And now let me take up the questions. People are asking many questions, I think. Okay, I'll open in this 1 second. Yes, Upanishad. Thank you. Thank you so much, Priyankar. Actually, there are Vedas and Upanishads, Puranas. So we should read them. We should go through them, They are the actual stories. Okay. So we'll do what? Because the questions, are all, I know what you people are getting at. Let me just share with you the condition of the transits. My favorite, the transits, because that shows you the now position, right? What exactly is happening today is, okay, 1 second. One sec. Okay, one sec. I'll just. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just get back one sec. Okay. Screen stop sharing or what? Can someone confirm if you can see the screen? Okay, I will do that. Anonymous person gives short overviews on differences in facets of astrology like Nandi Nadi, Lal Kitab, Bel Patra, and other exotic divine sciences. See, they all are, part of the astrological world. Like they are all connected. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you can see. Okay. Now the thing is that I wanted to basically share my insights for the Aries people, wherever your Aries is. Now, can you see Mars was here a few days back, a couple of days back, and it was behind Jupiter. So wherever your Aries was, it was hemmed between Rahu and Mars. Now, wherever your Aries sign is, just go back and see. Suppose you have Aries in your 6th house. Now, the blocked energy that you have been experiencing, you will feel a little better now. Okay. Now you will start feeling the the relief in your disease or debts or loans if you have taken. So from couple of days you're feeling better, and the it will get much better. Even you'll be feeling better wherever your Aries sign is. Okay, let me just do the predictions only, because I think you people will then say that we are not able to understand it. One second. It's better that I do the predictions for the 12 signs. One sec. Oops. Okay. So let me just take you back to the time when Mars was behind Jupiter. Okay. Okay. So Mars was behind Jupiter. Yes. So can you see Mars is here and Rahu is here. Okay. So that means Aries sign is hemmed. So for Aries natives, especially, because this was a precarious time period since Mars transited through the Taurus sign, and that was from 12th of July. So 12th of July till the 14th of August, please tell me in the comment section what happened with you. You were trying to do things, you were just putting a lot of effort, but nothing was working. How true is that? How true is that? Blocked energy, so true for Aries. Okay. So this is like, it is about self. Aries first sign is about self. So what happens when it is hemmed between two malefics? It will give you some opportunities which are actually back and forth. It's just about to finish. It's about to happen. This will culminate. But then it is a reversal. But remember, the moment Mars leaves this zone and moves forward, leaves this zone and moves ahead of, just after a few hours on the 13th itself, Mars will be leaving and moving ahead of Jupiter. So you must see what are the degrees of the planets also, so that you get to know about your energies, how you are experiencing these things. All right. So this is one thing. Then I will be discussing in another segment right now only. I will be telling you about Sun also. What happens when Sun was here and then it was aspected by Mars now. It is aspected by Mars, right? So for a few days, see, Mars is going to be till 26th of August here. And Sun transited through the Leo sign from 16th of August. So 16th to the 26th, 10 days. 10 days, how this energy is going to play out. I will be taking up for all the signs. So first, let me cover up this. Okay. Now, let me take you to Taurus. First, let me remove this one. Because nobody has covered this, I guess. And it's such an important aspect, very important aspect. This is how you should check. Now, see, for Taurus natives, let me write it over here, Taurus. Then there will be another confusion. Now, for Taurus natives, now where is, which house is being hemmed between two malefics? That is the 12th house. Now, foreign travels, losses, somebody in the hospital, you in the hospital, some health issues, some over expenditure, isolation and energy. You also have been feeling all of that. Maybe you have, just taken some time out. Okay. Especially, as I said, since Mars has transited through from the 12th of July till the 14th or 13th of August, you must have felt this kind of an energy. Now, after Mars has left, on the 14th, it has already left. So today when I'm doing this video, it is 18th, sorry. So 18th. So when it has left this zone, you are, just go back and see last 4 days, how are you feeling? You must have felt that you're recovering or you're feeling better. You have come back from the nirvana or the rejuvenation or, somewhere retreat or somewhere. And you will feel a little better. Now you will feel a little better in that aspect, especially. Expenditures were too much. Now it has reduced. So that kind of an energy you must have experienced. So things are getting better for you. All right. Okay. So now coming to Gemini. Now, where is Gemini's Aries? Now, for Gemini Aries, Mars is in the 12th and Rahu is in the 10th. Now, what kind of energy is playing out here? Mars is actually, in the 12th house. So this is bringing in many losses or too much of expenditure. Or it can be that it is looking at your 3rd house also from there. So it can bring about some issues with the neighboring neighbors or some kind of issues with the, with your siblings. And also Rahu is in the 10th house. So you're feeling quite overloaded with work. So you're not able to spend time with your friends. Or maybe, your friends are troubling you. The ones who can backstab you. You're feeling that, your own friends have left you, you're alone, and you're feeling lonely, basically, with this kind of two malefics playing out here. So this also gives a lot of workload and keeps you busy there, and you're not enjoying it also. You are actually, getting too much, you're wasting too much of time also. Sorry to say that. All right. So then we come to the next one, that is Cancer. Let me write it here because then. So for Cancer natives, where is your Aries sign? Aries is here in your 10th house, and Mars is in Taurus, and Rahu is here, okay, in the 9th house. Now, what can give you troubles? First of all, workplace, there is a back and forth going on, quitting the job, getting another one, companies shutting down, boss is changing. You're struggling to, struggling with your colleagues, to reconcile with them. It is becoming difficult. You're not getting your due. You're not getting that kind of success in your endeavors. You're putting a lot of effort, as it is Saturn is also looking at your 10th house, not to forget that. So, Aries sign has been really in a malefic influence and very, very afflicted in a way. Because when Mars and Rahu are there. So now after post 14th, you must have started to feel a little better because Mars moved ahead of Jupiter. So now you will start getting the clarity. Oh, yes, these things are moving, things are getting better. And, whatever you have suffered since 12th of July, this was the situation since last so many days. So 12th of July, so literally 1 month, has just gone in that limbo situation. You were supposed to travel, you could not do any kind of work. Concentration was lacking. So all that has given you a lot of illusion and delusion and confusion, and because of that you have been getting irritated with your own friends. You have not been cordial with them, or you're not getting that kind of support that you expected. All right. And this is also, Mars is looking at your second house also, right? And for that reason, your finances are stuck. You feel that finances are also stuck. Okay. So things are going to get better. Don't worry. Things, you must have felt a little better since last 4-5 days when I'm making this video. So let's move on to Leo. So we get a lot of clarity with these kind of, transits. It's not just, and all the transits are playing out. We should not just leave out any. For Leo, your Aries is your 9th house. Now see, Rahu is in the 8th and Mars is in the 10th. And Aries is aspected in retrogression also by Saturn. Though when Saturn is retrograde, I take the aspects, in reverse, or maybe I can say that it is in the Capricorn sign, and the aspects are also in reverse. But let's be practical also at times, it is going to be giving the result of the Aries sign also. So now with this 9th house energy, suddenly you will feel that your siblings, your relationship with your siblings has turned sour. Okay. And you have been trying to travel, or you're traveling a lot, but you're not getting that kind of success that you anticipated. It is giving you a lot of workload, but the kind of returns that you think are coming in are not there. You had planned everything, but it's not working that way. It is giving you a lot of choked and blocked energy. You wanted to learn something, you're not focused. Something or the other comes up, you sit to study, something will happen and you will just lose interest, or maybe your focus is lost. In higher education, this is the house of religious belief system also. So maybe you're just changing path, or you feel quite blocked there, suffocated. People are pushing you to follow some religion, or do this, do that, let's go and visit a shrine. Or maybe you yourself are getting superstitious, and you're visiting maybe some religious places because no, I have to, because if I don't, then maybe some wrath of the divine will be there and I will be suffering. So see, you must actually finish what you have actually, that oath that you take. In India especially, in India we have this, that we actually, if we say that I will take a dip in holy Ganges, it's a river which is a holy river. So if we say that, we have to do it. So but if we don't do it, don't take it as a superstition that, this job did not materialize, or this thing didn't happen because I did not go there. Because this is a superstition. Though we have our traditional culture and value system that we do it, we try to do it, because once we have taken an oath, we should do it. But still, if you can't do because of unavoidable reasons, please don't take it otherwise, that, if something goes wrong, it's because I did not go there. You should go there, no problem. So you are having that kind of superstition, when Mars and Rahu are on the either sides. All right. It might just give you some aggression also with your siblings, with your father. You feel that traveling is becoming a little cumbersome. All that is also there. But now things will get better, because Jupiter is there now. Jupiter is taking care of this zone, and Mars is leaving this zone. All right. So it's definitely much, much better. Coming to the next one, that is, and please do let me know if you're already feeling better results now, and you were not feeling good results since a long, long time. That is from past 1 month, especially. And that is also one of the reasons that this violence has taken place. Somebody had asked, I'll tell you who had asked. Prabhat had asked. This is also one of the reasons, Prabhat. Okay. So for Virgo, Aries is your 8th house. Okay. And Rahu and Mars are on the either sides. Now, when your 8th house is hemmed between two malefics, and Saturn is also there in retrogression in the in our aspect to this zone. So this is giving you a lot of health issues. You have become suddenly very devoted to some occult sciences, tarot, Reiki, healing, something like that. But you are actually becoming too much involved in unconventional things. You have never done that, and you have felt, and of course, health also. You have got some kind of a disease or some kind of health issues which you never expected to happen to you. You've not been able to work out well, you have not been able to eat well, sleep well. So 8th house energy is actually an obstructing energy. So when it is hemmed between two malefics, 8th house energy, so it aggravates these energies even more. So at the workplace, at your on your home front, with your partner, with your father, these things have been suffering. You wanted to apply for a visa, you wanted to travel to overseas land, so it has actually given you some blockage. Okay. And health issues, maybe a surgical process you've gone through, but you have recovered. I always say surgery is always a good thing in your life. Believe you me, it is, to take out the bad thing or the thing that is not required in your body, and it is going to give you a relief. So please go with an open mind and take the Muhurta. I always say, if it is not an emergency, take a Muhurta from me, book a reading, Muhurta reading, if you are going for any surgical process. If you're going to travel and it's an important thing, take a Muhurta reading. If you want to get married, take a Muhurta reading. Because earlier times, astrology, was just for Muhurta. It was just to check the Muhurta, and the now chart used to be picked up and see the surroundings, see everything. That is how the Prashna Kundli came into play. And we never used to look at the Jataka. That came in very late to look at the horoscope. Okay. So things are getting better for you. Health is getting better. And you're going to be feeling little relieved in the other aspects of life also. If at all you have lost a lot of money in stocks, shares, etc., you will recover them. Don't worry. Don't worry so much. Okay. Then comes the Libra sign. I know Libra very well, what they have gone through. So I will tell you. See, there are certain signs, these people through and through, because multiple charts, I can show you multiple charts. I don't keep the charts with me though, but, I have seen so many charts. And also I must tell you, Libra natives, when I talk about Libra, I must forewarn everyone, you should never let your chart, opened without your permission. Even if you're giving it to an astrologer, some people just start putting up their charts for example charts. Never let them do that. That's always a disclaimer, or I always put it up in the end that your chart will not be saved. If you want to book a reading, you have to do it in a fresh way, because I will not remember anybody's chart. I will not keep anybody's chart. So the best thing is to actually never let your chart be with the astrologer. Tell them to delete your chart. Because we actually have to do the kavach. We shield the chart when we're reading it. I shield myself also, because there are so many negative energies that I can give or take from that. Maybe I'm not in a good mood someday and I'm doing a reading. Then what? I might emit some negative energy to the chart, no? So it is very, very divine. Must remember, you have to do the kavach. You have to read the kavach we have been given by our Dr. Shri K.N. Rao sir. So we do that. We conceal it actually, and then there is a shade in a way, and then we are able to do the reading. So never give away your chart. Now, for Libra natives, beautiful Libra. So Rahu is in your 6th house and Mars in your 8th house, and 7th house is hemmed between these two. So this is about confinement. You are in confinement. You're not meeting anybody. This is right opposite you. That means other people. So you lack that personal touch or the friendship, or you are having. So you till the 14th, actually, you were confined. After that, things have suddenly started to get better. Your health has started to get better. Your workouts are getting better. Your food habits are getting better. Your meeting with the friends is getting better. If you have changed your house or place, you are getting better with that also. You've got a better place to live in. Ketu and Venus are going to conjunct when, together in the 12th house. The people who have shifted to the foreign lands, they will feel better, especially Libra natives. Okay. So I'm just giving you, Libra, my favorite one. So sorry about the others. I love all of you, but I extra, soft cushion for Libra. So that is why I go a little ahead of it. I think Soham is also there. Soham is my favorite too. Sorry, I'm telling your this thing. You can just delete your comment. So that is something, which is why we must not share our, details with anybody and let it out in public. Never allow your chart to be displayed in public. Never do that. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. Because the astrologers are not doing the kavach. They very rare astrologers do the kavach before doing the reading. I've never seen anyone who's known to me doing that. So for Scorpio natives, your 6th house is hemmed between Rahu and Mars. Okay, since 12th of July. 12th of July till the 13th, 14th of August. Now, for one good 1 month, Scorpio natives have been undergoing some litigation, some loans, some debts, some disease, some surgeries. But at the same time, the best thing is because Mars is looking at your Lagna also. So you have actually, become very strong. So what has happened? It has given you extra strength to combat whatever the situation is. You're very, very strong. You're meeting people, you're talking to others, you're opening up new avenues for yourself. This is something which is positive, no? Mars and Jupiter both are good grahas looking at your 1st house. But yes, 6th house energy is still hemmed between 2 malefics. We should not forget that. So when a negative house is hemmed between malefics, it aggravates the living things, it problems with living, uncles, aunts, your relationship with them. Loans, if you have taken loans, or maybe, loans you were trying and you did not get, some health issues you were experiencing, you could not work out maybe, and then, things get a little better with the gradual process. Things start getting better also. Okay. So this is something which is going to be for the Scorpio natives. They'll feel better. Things are going to get better with time, because now it's going to be Mars ahead of Jupiter. But remember, your Lagnesh is going to be transiting 8th house. I will make the video separately. But just a spoiler that 8th house energy is not going to be bad for you. Okay. So just chill, just relax. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is. Okay. Sagittarius. This is another software, Kala. This is by my friend, Ernst Wilhelm. He has given it to me. So thank you so much, Ernst. So for Sagittarius, let me write it here. Sagittarius natives. So Sagittarius natives, this is your 5th house energy playing out. Now you know what I'm talking about, where I'm going. 5th house is about children, romance, creative energies, Purva Punya. So you actually, and intellect. So what happens, and it is also about education. So what happens, you have been trying hard to reconcile in relationship, do well in relationship, but health has improved undoubtedly because this is the 12th from the 6th. But children, are feeling quite blocked in their, endeavors. They are just putting effort. They are not able to attain what they are looking at. Also, it is giving them issues in their decision making, which way to go, which subject they should opt for. Also in, your ex-partner, because there's Rahu energy also playing out. You have a current relationship which is troubled because the ex-partner came in. From 12th of July till the 13th, 14th of August, how you felt, please do write in the comment section. If at all you felt something amiss, now things are getting better. Okay. So don't worry, these are just the time being things. Transits are not the event creators. Believe you me, they are not assigned that, that power. Dasha and transits, they don't have that power to create any kind of event. So don't give that kind of a weightage to Dasha and transit. Just give weightage to your horoscope. If it is there, of course, Dasha will decide that, yes, the marriage will take place during this time and not this time. If the promise is there, if there's a commitment of the chart that, yes, you will get married, you will get married. But when? 80, 70, 40, 30, which year? So that Dasha decides. And the transit towards the end, yes, I will get married during this time to this time period. Vanita told me, VL told me. Okay. So things are going to get better for children also, for your romantic partner also. Things are getting towards better. Don't worry about it. Okay. So moving on to Capricorn. So for Capricorn, let me write it because then it becomes a problem, for the timestamps. People don't do the timestamps even then. But the Puranas that I've told you today, please read the stories. Type, in the Google search, Puranas. 18 Mahapuranas are there. And there are multiple stories in that. Instead of going and listening to other stories and getting, distracted, they are not the complete stories. So please go back and watch those. Okay. Read those or watch those stories. You will get on Google. So for Capricorn, what is happening, fourth house. Now you're confined. You're working from home. You're not able to go out, something like that. Or troubles at home. You're looking after as a, if you, as a mother, you're nurturing one. So you're confined. Or maybe, something is broken in the house and you're not able to fix it. That kind of an energy. You were thinking of shifting out, but you're not able to because, there is something or the other which gets messed up and then you're not able to. So there is always a gap whenever there are blockage, which is there when, a house is hemmed between malefics. Always look for that. Okay. And yeah. So after the 14th of August, things will mellow down. So from 12th of July to 14th of August, you have been feeling that, things are not moving. I'm just trying to study. I'm not able to focus. Trying to change my education plan. I'm not able to. And these are going to be getting better with time. Okay. If you have experienced anything like that, please do let me know. And I wish and pray that you are out of the troubles that you're going through. Okay. So that is why these are all different kinds of videos that I present. Aquarius, and they're all random and extempore videos, nothing planned. Okay, I did not plan that I will be doing for all the signs. I thought I'll just tell you wherever your Aries is. So that is the reason. Now I thought, no, let me do it for you so that, you're at least relieved that, okay, now it is over. And how to check the transits also, it's very essential. So see, let me 1 sec. Let me just go back a day. Yeah. So here, Aries is your third house and Rahu is in the second and Mars is in your fourth. Now there are few things that you must have experienced from 12th of July till the 14th or 13th of August. I would say 14th of August. Your short journeys, your relationship with your siblings or siblings themselves, have suffered. It could be that you have planned something very important at the workplace or with your job or with your education or purchasing, selling property. It could not culminate. Something or the other is amiss. You applied for the visa multiple times, it got rejected, or you just are trying to fill up the form for something. It is not working. It is something which is causing some trouble or the other. Some mistake or the other happens, back and forth, PR, visa, etc. You have been having some issues. Communication gap with your people. There can be that you are going through some turmoil, here and there with your family members, your peers, your friends, your teachers, your gurus, your mentors, your co-workers. you don't have that kind of chemistry and bonding with them. Especially, I'm not saying that this is not happening from a long time. This actually has been happening from a long, long time. But right now, from 12th of July till now, you have actually experienced this even more. Now, things have mellowed down from 14th August onwards. Things are getting better for you. Any which ways, Mars is in your fourth house, so purchasing of property, shifting out to another place, or, renovating your place, etc., is also happening. Then Mars moves ahead. So Jupiter is there in your fourth house. Things are getting better any which ways. And Mars will be moving into your fifth, which is not a bad placement. So you are actually experiencing some communication gap. You're writing something and, something happens. You want to shoot an email and you're frozen. Oh my God, your screen freezes. Something happens. You're not prepared for it. Communication gap happens actually, and misunderstandings with the Rahu and Mars energy playing out. Okay. So things are getting better for you. Don't worry. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. Now for Pisces natives, it is the second house which is playing out here with Mars and Rahu. Now Rahu is as it is in your first house. So you're already, your expectations are pretty high from others, from yourself. You're getting too much inclined to attain material things and, material possessions and all. Now with this energy playing out, you're feeling that, your investments have failed, or, they have backfired. You wanted, and during this time only, the market also crashed. So you lost a lot of money. And then it was not crashing. I would say it was a correction actually. And more further corrections will also be made. I will share with you that video also. When I'll make that video, I will definitely tell you that what is the time period you should not go in for major heavy investments, especially when Saturn is going to be in Pisces sign and Rahu is going to be in Aquarius. So that is the major time. Or maybe when Saturn and Rahu come together next year, let me tell you only, March to May next year, 2025. That is the time major corrections will happen in the market. Okay. So, and we have to see Mercury's condition also. When, which month, which date. Then we have this issues with relationships, health issues to your partner. Also, your family, your relationship with your family is turning sour, or maybe there is some misunderstanding which keeps happening from 12th of July to the 14th of August. You must have experienced something you will say and they will take it otherwise. And it will be a boom, a boomerang, and nothing is working your way. You try, but you don't get what you want. Also, dietary habits have changed. Food habits. You're just not able to find a breakthrough. You're just eating, hogging, and gaining weight. If at all you are on the gaining side, and if you want to lose weight, you're not able to lose weight. If you or gain weight, either or, depending on your personal personal situation. And also, Mars when moves ahead, things are going to get better for you as regards to your PR, visa, something, which is a blocked kind of a thing will start gaining momentum. Purchase of property, if you want to sell the property, if you want to shift out from the place where you are, things are going to move. So whatever, has happened, please do write in the comment section if it has, so that, I also know that these things are working. Okay, that'll be good. So now, if you have, Purnima is saying Virgo people have felt this. Okay, experience. Spot on predictions for Cancer. Thank you. Yes, as an astrologer, you must be seeing so many patterns and commonalities across clients, which are corresponding to the social and lifestyle issues of today's day and age, migration, divorce. Yeah. Definitely. That is my job, no? See, I don't do readings left, right, and center. I'm not that kind of an astrologer who will do the readings every day or 10 readings in a day. No. First of all, we must, as an astrologer, I always look at the Muhurta for myself and the other person. Like if I'm giving an appointment, these are all Muhurtas. as per the Muhurta. If today my moon is in the 8th house, I will definitely not do the reading. I will not do the reading because I know I might just not be in my good mood, and maybe I will not be able to see the chart well, or maybe I'm not well. Something or the other happens with my moon going to the 8th house, with other person's moon going to the 8th house also. I will check. So before to that, of course, I have to see my state, and then comes the chart. When I get the chart details, then I get to know, yes, this person has this kind of a horoscope. Let me not put this. See, we as astrologers have multiple things we should see. We cannot just jump into you're standing here and you start. It is not like roadside astrology. No. How can you just ask anybody to open the horoscope and show me? I'll tell you. You can't flaunt, and you can't just brag all these things. These are all, these have rules. These are divines. This is a divine science. I've been doing it from 30 years. From 30 years, 31 years, in fact. So there must be some reason, no? Some reason I'm saying so. So never share your details in public, especially, if you know your horoscope well. Never share your horoscope in public like that. No. Just for few, saving some money, you are just going and opening your chart, and you actually are depleting your energies. Believe you me, our horoscope is exposed. There are good people, bad people. There are people who are just, having bad intention and looking at the chart. And the reader, especially the reader, the astrologer, what mood is he in or she's in? You never know, no? So maybe, you have a beautiful chart. Some astrologers instantly say that you have a beautiful chart. Okay. But when I say that this chart is beautiful, I am not eyeing, or I am not giving an evil eye to that chart. My intention is not like that, because I have already given that shield to that chart before reading it. So the reading has to be done in a very, very systematic way. It has to first, you have to take out Muhurta, which day you will give that person. And that is why people are not getting my dates, because I don't do it left, right, and center. I don't. It's not about money. How am I able to guide that person? That is more important. That is more important. How, if I'm not able to guide that person and my mood is not okay, or maybe I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and there's a reading, how will I do it? I didn't do any reading today. I was doing something else. I was studying. I was reading books, and that is how it came up. Yes, Puranas, let me impart the knowledge to you guys. Isn't it? So whatever knowledge I, gain, I try to impart. Okay. Yeah. So that's what. Yes. Hi, children. Astrology really works. Yes. If you ask me, astrology really works. Astrology actually guides you. It's a guiding tool. What is coming your way? You will get to know when you are, when you're looking at the horoscope, you will know that this is not a favorable time period. So when why you stop the child to put the finger in the fire, the candle is burning, don't put the finger in the fire, because he doesn't know. The child doesn't know. So you're stopping. So what happens if you really want to do it? The child will do it, inquisitiveness. So putting and then getting burned. So what is the role of an astrologer is to not make decisions right now. Do not part ways with your partner right now. Do not file a court case right now. Do not go in for the surgical process right now. Do it next year. Defer it. When it is a good time, when the transits are good, then do it. Okay. And if you're destined, so definitely it will happen. Even if you're, if you have taken reading with an astrologer, consultation with an astrologer, and you still do it, it's your destiny then. Then the astrologer is not at fault, no? You were destined to, go through that pain or that wrong timing. Okay. Sometimes what happens, we don't, certain things are not in our hands. Muhurta doesn't work because you have to join an organization, and the date is decided by the firm, the bosses that you have to join on this date and so date and so time. So the remedy for that is that leave your house, have a little bit of good or jaggery, pop a little bit of jaggery before leaving your house. And also check the hora. So the Muhurta is there for that also. Tatkalik Muhurta we take out. As astrologer, I do take out a Tatkalik Muhurta. Muhurta plays a very important role. Childbirth, conception, uh, initiating your journey, initiating your filing of the PR, visa, etc. All these, and buying a property, renovating your house, construction of a house. These are very important events. Marriage. When should I get married? Muhurta. That is what is, I always say, getting married to a wrong person at the right time, marriage sustains, and getting married to a right person at the wrong time, marriage doesn't last. That is my personal experience with so many, many, many charts. Okay. If somebody is claiming I've seen over 35,000, 40,000 horoscopes, please don't go to that astrologer. It is impossible. Okay. So mental health and astrology is the favorite topic of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Yeah, mental health. Yes, astrology, is what why the youngsters are getting attracted or pulled to this is because they are very inquisitive, and I think that they have a lot of patience now, and they are more online. They're more into, and that's a Rahu energy playing out. Rahu is in Pisces, right? And you must have seen from last year till now, it's flooded. Most of them are frauds. Why? Because it's Rahu in Pisces. Had it been Jupiter in Pisces, things would have been different. So you have to watch out. Gen Z youngsters, I'm not saying that they are doing anything wrong, but you know what? Don't take some time. Don't start doing predictions. Don't start reading. Don't be greedy in this. That's my advice. I love teaching. I love to I would be the first one to encourage the Gen Z to take up astrology and take it further. Of course, that's a lineage, and I really wish that the right kind of astrology is taken forward rather than learning today and imparting knowledge and doing the reading day after. No, don't do that. Money will follow. Believe you me, money will follow if you are actually in that when you have that kind of intention that you're going to be helping others and learn. That is why I say that the foundation needs to be very strong. Just don't just jump that this is what this is. No, follow the classic texts. What are the texts saying? You cannot make your rules. You can't change rules in astrology. No, you can't. So don't fall prey to those things. Okay. Blank chart readings, are very important. I have done blank chart readings. If you want to go back and see the playlist, on blank chart readings, you will be amazed. The classic texts have mentioned such beautiful ways, the tools, to check the horoscope without any planets in that. Okay. So that's what, and please share some thoughts on debilitated Virgotama planets. See, whenever any graha is debilitated, it is very strong. That is what I have experienced, because that planet is Ucchabhilashi. If you are at the lowest point now, where will you go after that? There is no question of falling more, no? You're going to rise only. You're going to get up only if you fall. What will, if you're at the pinnacle of your success, you're at the top of your the world, where will you go after that? You're all alone. You're solo. Exalted planet is solo. No other way to go. Egoistical. So the best is the debilitated planet. If you have 3 exalted planet but no debilitated planet, the horoscope is weak. Believe you me, it's a weak horoscope. You see Lord Rama's horoscope. So debilitated planets are welcomed. Retrograde planets are welcome. Okay, that's what. Great, Pritika. Thank you, Annapurna. Thanks for your feedback. So stay blessed, everyone. I wanted to do sun's reading. Now I'm tired. So I will do it some other time. Okay. Sun in Leo is actually good, and Mars is looking there. So it's good for one and all. Don't worry. So Sun in Leo is any which way is going to give you a lot of strength. Immunity levels are going to improve. Eat right, worship Lord Sun in the morning, get up early, and water Sun God, do the Argya. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless. Good night. Good morning to wherever you are. Bye-bye. Take care.